so prevalent today. He said a democracy cannot exist as a permanent form of government. It can only exist until the majority discovers it can vote itself largest out of the public treasury. After that, the majority always votes for the candidate promising the most benefits, free health care, free, eradicate student loans, all these different things, with the result that a democracy always collapses because of loose fiscal policy ensuing, always to be followed by a dictatorship, then a monarchy. Whoa. That was in 1835. We're about to hit an election cycle next year, and all hell is going to break loose. And you're going to have every promise under the sun from both sides. Economics. People are going to vote based on how their candidate represents their personal economy. I know we think that they vote for other reasons, like for the environment or something like that. And people care about those things, but the number one reason that people vote is money. They vote, how is this money, how's this leader going to represent money in my case? Am I going to get health care? Am I going to be able to afford to buy a house? Am I going to be able to get out of debt? How is this going to affect my personal economy? So people vote, and what happens is when people get under debt or get under financial distress, they will vote for somebody that promises them to get them out from under this stress. Does that make sense? And then it creates this loose fiscal policy that cannot, eventually it begins to fall apart. What's happening in our country is this very thing. It's very, very clear. Now, that doesn't mean that one party is better than the other. They're both corrupt. I hate to tell you this. I know you think this person or that person is God's person for the moment. God does use people that are not good people to do some good things from time to time. But the reality of it is that's how the world's economy functions. And as long as you're beholding to the world's economy, you're always going to have some element of Satan controlling your life.
I feel I'm two-level preaching there. This is where we are. Pharaoh is, listen, don't look at Pharaoh in America as a man. It's not a man. Pharaoh is the system. Oh, Lord help me. Pharaoh is the government system set up to keep a people enslaved. Not only us, but mainly us, but other people are enslaved too. It's a system that don't matter what man comes, the system does it automatically. Don't matter. That's the reason why every man you get doesn't change the system. The system is perpetual slavery, where we may not get money off of you physically picking cotton and picking corn and stuff, but we found ways to extract money off of you. Amen. We find ways to extract money from you. Even if you don't want to work for us, we have ways, the system will put you in a position where you will work for us. So we're not talking about a man. Get off the man. Get off the candidate. Get off Donald. Get off Donald Trump. Get off this girl here. Get off Barack. They are just the figurehead put over a system. They're not even over the system. They was elected by the system to further the wishes of a system. So that's why nothing changes. Everything Democrat, Republican, left wing, right wing is just smokescreen for you to believe there's a choice in the system. But there is no choice. If you choose left, the left wing is a part of the same system. If you choose right, the right wing, the whole point is we don't care which wing you choose, just don't leave the system. Because the system has parameters that as long as you stay within this system, we could prophesy your outcome. We know exactly how you'll end up. Amen. Those that get outside the system are those that receive a anti. How can I put it? Let's see. Let's go deeper. I feel it deep. See, the goal is to get outside the system. Now, nothing can break the system because the system is what Morpheus told Neo, it's the world poured over your eyes. The system's everywhere. You have to be awakened. Now, Jesus told Nicodemus, because Nicodemus came talking about the system. And Jesus told Nicodemus, listen, man, the system, you can't get out of the where y'all in except you be born. You got to be born again to even see. To see you are in a system. You don't know you in a matrix. You got to be born again. So the goal is for you never to see it. Say